So Bobby Pittman, you have organized so many great things for us. You've been here for 8 years. Tell me a bit about what you do for the Fit Expo, and how's your experience been this year different from the last?
Yeah, when you say 8 years, we started, with just a little booth, and we started in a 10 by 10, and we kept growing, and I kept, hitting Aaron and Mark, all the directors from the Fit Expo, and saying, let me do this. Give me a little more space. Let me try this. What if I bring this fighter? What if I do that? What if I do that? And basically all I wanted to do was just bring MMA to the masses, show it from a different angle. We don't do fights here. I'm not a promoter, so I don't do fights, but some of the demonstrations, the techniques, letting the fans get up close and personal with these guys. So now we have this huge area. It's like this big MMA village. We got guys like Tito Ortiz, Boss Rutten, just a lot of big stars like that are coming out. And they get to get up close and personal with the fans. They get to see a ton of demonstrations, how these guys work out, how they eat, and just all that.
They love it. The fans love it. They love everything you bring, and we are so grateful. What's the difference between now and like 8 years ago, or now and last year even?
Between now and 8 years ago, it's not even comparable. I think at that point, we got the space, and let's just see what happens. We don't know exactly what the fans want to see, so it's this thing that kind of grew organically. I think Aaron and Mark and all the guys from the Expo had this really great vision on what they wanted to do, but as they added more elements to it, it just kind of grew organically into what it is today.
Tell me a bit about how you see the Fit Expo as a whole different, and how you've seen that grow between now and last year.
As a whole, the Fit Expo is absolutely, in my opinion, and not just because I'm a part of it, I travel to all of the other shows with Tap Out Magazine and MMA Worldwide. We go to cover a lot of different events, and this is one of the absolute best shows in the world as far as what it offers to the fans, what it does for all of the exhibitors, the amount of traffic that we pull. I mean, there had to be a huge increase from last year, because I knew that within 2 hours of the doors opening, we were already at capacity. So the attendance and everything from last year is just...
Tell me a bit about the demographic. Like, I know you're always swamped when you're here, but when you get your eyes and you look at the floor, tell me a bit about the people that you're seeing.
Yeah, the demographic that I've seen, and it's crazy because we've seen a lot of people show up that are in wheelchairs. We've seen people show up that are, absolutely some of the most fit people in the world. But it's a young, exciting, healthy, passionate crowd that they're looking for inspiration. But then you've got people here that could be 300 pounds, and hey, New Year's was just a little bit ago. They had their resolutions, and they come here and look at some of the most beautiful people in the world, and it's very inspirational. And so you have a very wide array of people. But that young demographic, a lot of 18 to 35-year-old males, but there's just as many women, thankfully for us.
Right? No, I personally come here and I do get inspired, because I see there's a nice mix between, the bodybuilders, and then there's a lot of overweight, but you're around beautiful people, you're inspired to get in shape. Do you find, what's the growth other than capacity? Like, tell me about the events that are here. How have you seen that grow?
One of the biggest things that I've seen grow is this evolution in the way that people train. I mean, obviously, you've got like CrossFit, and right behind me right now is the functional strength training zone with the guys like CrossCore and Stroops and Burn Machine and all that. The evolution in the way, mixing in some of the gymnastics, and obviously core strength has become this huge proponent to what people incorporate in their fitness programs. So as far as the exhibitors, you've just seen way more different kinds of things. It's not just barbells and weight plates anymore. It's mixing in the bands and all these different training modalities and pieces of equipment that people are using now. It's just constantly, year by year by year, I come here and I walk the whole hall and go, whoa, I didn't see that last year. What the heck is that? How do I use it? Yeah. And it's just constant, this constant evolution.
Well, for me personally, because I'm so wrapped up in health and how I take care of myself, I like to see the evolution of people, like they're conscious now about how they're working out, what they're feeding, what's in the supplement group. Definitely, like I see an evolution in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, obviously, my background, coming from MMA and working with a lot of those guys, is seeing how they train. That's a lot of what we put into the magazine and share with our readers is how these guys train. And when we first came in, it was like, okay, I got to get my cardio up. You put on your running shoes and you hit the road. It's getting so scientific, and it's so sophisticated now, the way that these guys are training, using tools like heart rate monitors and so much. It really is overwhelming. But it's a place like this at the Fit Expo that fans and even some of the athletes, I hear conversations that they're having, exchanging information with each other, and some of the professionals that have been doing this for 20 years are still sharing information, going, whoa, I never heard of that.
So people come here to do what? They come to educate, they come to buy. What do you think the consumer comes here for?
I come here for the girls. No, but the consumer, they come here for a lot of things. I see a lot of people come because there's a lot of free giveaways. If you're a fan, obviously the economy sucks right now, and a lot of people are hurting. This is a great place to come and get a new wardrobe, get some free supplements, some samples and all that. They come for the inspiration, for the athletes, for really what I believe, and this is what I always ask the Fit Expo. Let me do this. It's the programming. It's the events. It is watching the mixed martial artists do their thing on stage, that we showcase. It's watching the jiu-jitsu tournaments. It's watching everything. Yeah. So.
Well, we're always happy to have you, of course, and I know we'll see you next year. So thank you.
Thank you very much.